a bottom line guy, $3 million a year for the next 7 years. What general manager recently did that 2 years ago or last year with a center whose first name started with C and ends with Cizikas that is playing for us on the fourth line who we gave a 6-year deal to? What general manager just did that for a bottom line guy?
Who did I want at that time, TJ? Do you remember?
Eric Howland, 2 years
Eric
ago.
Howland. He signed a 2-year deal for less money than Casey Cizikas and has been twice the player. Twice the player that he is.
Yeah.
And he was a free agent again this year. That's what you do with those guys. You sign up to short-term deals. You keep them hungry. You don't want all your players being fat, dumb, and happy. You don't want that. You want them fighting out there. There's no competition for spots. This is the same lineup the Islanders going to have for the next 3 years.
Yeah. If anyone averages 25-plus goals, this club finishes last.
If Engel had 25 fucking goals, I'll eat my damn shoe.
Holy shit.
He's got 25 goals a year.
My potential for Pierre Ball, but my God, come on, man.
You think he's Anders Lee? Okay.
I think Anders Lee's goal production is going to be under 25 goals this year. Tony the Werewolf says here, I got to tell you, Josh Bailey is like a 21st century defensive back Cooper. He's stealing millions.
No. DB Cooper, not defensive back Cooper. DB Cooper.
Who's DB Cooper?
God, here we go again. Okay. There was a guy who was on a plane, and he said, I want $1 million.
Oh, I know. He had it, and he jumped it out. I saw a documentary on that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, defensive back Cooper. That's him.
Defensive back Cooper. He dropped it out like somewhere out west in Oregon or something like that, or maybe in California. He jumped out, and they could never find DB Cooper, and they never found the money.
Defensive back Cooper. He's stealing millions. That's the joke.
Defensive back Cooper, baby. This is the bad year in Broncos. I'm saying what you could get out of Rodgers is he's just finished, and maybe it's a bad year upcoming for him.
You're wrong. You're flat out wrong. He was disinterested playing for the Packers last year. He's going back to Nathaniel Hackett, where he had his best year ever. Nathaniel Hackett was the offensive coordinator in his last MVP year. It's the same system he ran in Green Bay with better talent, with a real defense. They're going to take off. Matter of fact, they are going to win the Super Bowl next year.
Grump! Hot take from Grump. Jets Super Bowl champions.
With Rodgers. Let me ask you this. This is exactly what the Jets general manager tried to sell Rodgers on too. But let me ask you this. Hey, Grumpy, let's get your attention. Does 39-year-old quarterbacks usually get better?
He's good. He's not every 39-year-old quarterback. He's not every 39-year-old
The age is like fine wine, TJ. The age is like fine wine. Just gets better and better.
Not like vinegar, like your hairline.
Oh, Grumpy, you're already balling. I don't know why you got to make these low jokes just because you're losing in an argument.
Oh, two trades with Canadians.
Trade number 1. Montreal Canadiens trade Alexander Romanov and pick number 98 in this year's draft to the New York Islanders in exchange for pick number 13 in this year's draft.
Oh, my God! Alexander Romanov for the 13th overall pick!
Montreal trades picks number 13 and 66 in this year's draft to the Chicago Blackhawks in exchange for
Kirby Doc.
Lou Lamoriello has got to fucking go.
He's got to be fired. He's got to be
fired. Fucking go. Phil just said excellent trade. For fucking Romanov, the 13th overall pick. Get the fuck out of here. What? The 13th overall pick. You just saw that the Brincat went for a 7th, a 39th.
No, not a 7th. A first, number 7.
The 7th overall pick, the 39th overall pick. Is it better if I say it like that? The 7th, the 39th.
A first, a second, and a 4th.
And a 2024 third-round pick. Really? Alexander Romanov for the 13th overall selection. What a fucking shit show. What a fucking shit show.
What a disaster.
Oh.
What are Romanov's numbers? I mean, I would have rather had JT Miller.
79 games played, 13 points. Fucking lighting the world on fire.
What does
baby.
he play?
Defense. He's a defenseman, 22-year-old defenseman. Young
my God.
defenseman.
There's your defenseman. That's your defenseman. No Chikrin, no Letty. It's this guy, Romanov.
Oh, that's a horrible trade. I'm fucking done. Lou Lamoriello should be drug out by his fucking ankles and beaten to a fucking pulp act or something like that. I just don't get that.
What
a bad fucking trade. What a bad fucking trade.
They could have gotten Kirby Dach. If they wanted to move the 13th pick and a third-round pick, they could have got Kirby Dach. That's what it wound up being, 13th and 66 for Kirby Dach.
What a stupid, senile old fuck. Dude, I'm telling you, what a fucking dumb decision. I've not seen him win a single fucking trade since being our general manager.
He needs to go.
I have not seen him win a single fucking trade.
No.
Not a single one of them. I
Again,
can list every goddamn trade. Maybe there's been one I'm just forgetting about it. I can name every single fucking move he's lost. And trust me, I don't have enough fingers and appendages to count them.
honestly, I didn't even know who Romanov was. Romanov. I never even heard of him.
God. It's a nightmare. It's like I fucking woke up and this is a nightmare right now.
I don't know. Is he that good?
Look at the fucking media cartel already fucking spinning their bullshit. I'm telling you, the media cartel is already spinning the fucking bullshit. Look at this shit, Andrew Gross. Look at this bullshit.
What do you expect from them?
The fucking media cartel. Alex Romanov is 22 years old and extremely good puck skater. The Islanders desperately needed a puck-moving defenseman. They didn't need this guy for the third.
Who's he going to play with? Who's he going to play with? Who is he going to play with? You cannot put him with Noah Dobson. You can't do it.
Oh, my God. If you're a fucking Islander fan, just throw it away. You don't even need to worry about watching for the next fucking 10 years. What a fucking shit show. Maybe we could trade away next year's first-round pick for JT Miller. Can we do that, too?
What else
Can
did
we do that, too?
They gave us more than just Romanov, right?
Let me pull up the official deal.
Now, here's the thing. Seattle, Ronnie Francis just climbed onto the podium. This is Shane Wright. Absolutely, it's got to be Shane Wright.
I'm done with Lou.
He served his purpose. Time to move on from him. And make sure Fredo's gone, too.
Get this fucking guy out of here. Get this fucking guy out of here. Get him fucking out of here.
You need to calm down.
I'm telling you one thing. Montreal should be goddamn taken to jail for statutory rape, for grand larceny. I don't care what you call it. A felony in some capacity. This is unreal. Unreal.
And Seattle picked Shane Wright.
Good selection by Seattle. They get a guy who...
That's why you hold on to your picks.
You stupid fucking bastard. I'm telling you, Lou. What a stupid fuck.
I'm serious. I don't even know who he is.
That was our off-season move, guys.
That's it.
Good job.
Do you work, Nicole? I'm assuming you work.
I'm a student full-time.
Okay. Well, when you go to school, do you do learning remote, or do you drive, or do you live on campus?
I drive.
When you drive, how many days a week?
4 this year.
Okay, 4. When you drive to your school, do you listen to the radio?
I listen to Spotify.
So you listen to some type of music or podcast or something. Do you know there's a member of this podcast who will not let himself listen to anything except for Fridays? He'll listen to music on the way into work. What kind of loser would do something like that?
You know what, Grumpy? I actually did listen to the radio today on my way home from work.
You drive in silence?
That's correct. I drive in silence. I don't know. Just get to think. Driving in silence.
He's probably dreaming about eating that Shack burger, that Shack chicken sandwich.
I like driving in silence. What can I say?
This Carolina series with the Devils. For starters, if you wanted to feel a little bit less bad about 1 for 18 on the power play, New Jersey's had no success on the power play either. So Carolina has a very good penalty kill, and New Jersey has a good power play. It was, I think, around 21% in the regular season. It was decent against the Rangers. The only power play goal they have, it was completely of no consequence, and it was as a player was getting out of the box from a 5-on-3. So technically, it was scored 5-on-4, but the guy coming out of the box was into the frame, and it was the 8th goal in an 8-4 win on Sunday, I think it was. So that's one thing that you can take away from it. Carolina's penalty kill, very good. The other thing I would take away from it, New Jersey, outside of that 8-goal game, 3 games of 1 goal. They're hard to score on in general. So just because all those offensive pieces are missing doesn't mean that they're necessarily...
He can't even say what he's saying with a straight face. Even now, he's trying to maintain the straight face that we love, but he can't do it. Go ahead, Phil.
Get in there, Grumpy. Get in there, Grumpy. You know what? You just totally threw off my train of thought. Just get in there.
Phil. Okay, Phil.
Get in there.
We don't beat Carolina. We never beat Carolina. We weren't beating Carolina. They were missing 3 of their top 6 forwards. They had a backup goalie in, and still, they should have won Game 5. If it wasn't for Ilya Sorokin, they should have been a gentleman's sweep. The Islanders, they deserve to win 1 game. If we take away 2 minutes and 27 seconds, this is a Phil thing. I'm doing one of those Phil things. If you take away 2 minutes and 27 seconds where the Islanders scored 4 goals, we only scored, 7 goals in that series? No. We were never beating Carolina. Carolina's too good for us. I mean, well, how many, TJ, tell me the number. Of the last 20 games against Carolina, how many of the Islanders won?
I can count this high, all the way to 4. We've won 4 of the last 20 times we played them. They're a good team. Now,
So
here's
if
the thing.
if the 3 little piggies had another sister, that would be the number of games that the Islanders have beaten Carolina in the last 20. Is that correct?
Sure.
What can you possibly do? There's nothing we can do right now to make this team better. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing to do to make this team better.
You can try to make the team better in the short term, but it's not going to make it better enough to where you can win a cup. And that's the point that I've always been trying to make.
I don't even see us having a shot to make the playoffs next year. We're not making the playoffs next year.
I think we make the postseason next year, but
I know.
we're still in the same spot. We're not a team. We're not a team that is a 1 player away or a coaching change away from being a Stanley Cup contender. We're just not.
We're just not good enough until we get better. And it's going to be a long process because the GM has failed. He's failed in his stewardship of the organization. Absolutely. He came when he first came in here, he did what he needed to do. He made the Islanders relevant again. He gave them cachet in the league just because he's Lou Lamoriello.
His skating is good. It's good. It's above average skating. It's not high end skating. Like you look at the way Yossi moves. That's like elite skating ability. He's not
comparing him to Norris Trophy winners. I'm just saying the guy's a good.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about him in the $10 million picture, then yeah, that's how
We'll
I'm
never
comparing
have
him
a
to.
place to whip that card out, TJ.
You want to talk about the $10 million pitcher?
He's
Players
a
get paid on
$7 million defenseman.
Players get paid on points. The cap
And
will
he
be
put like
freaking
48 points
92
this year.
million. The cap will be what 92 million by the time period his new contract kicks in. He's going to make $10 million a year. Book it now. You've heard me say it a million times.
He is
You've
not.
heard me say this a million times, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoever gives him that
$10 million
contract should be shot.
Let me
Should be shot and killed.
let me handle this for him, Phil.
Go ahead.
TJ, he's never going to be the highest paid player on this team. Period.
Nope.
Just forget it. It's
Here's
not
the thing.
happening.
With a new general manager,
He's not going to be the highest paid player on this team. Period.
anything can happen with the new
He
general
will
manager.
not be the
Then
highest.
that new
paid
general
player.
manager should be killed and shot and disgraced and embarrassed. You do not get
Owen
this
Dotson's got a lot still in store to surprise you with.
Okay, let's get to the next comment, please.
Let's give it. What do we think? What do we think Darlene's getting this summer on an 8-year deal?
8-year deal. He's making at least 9+.
9.5.
I think it's going to be 10.
Okay.
I think he's going to get 8 by 10.
Sure.
Okay.
Dobson's not Darlene. He's just not.
The cap continues to increase, though. The
Again,
cap will
he's-
increase from this
Dobson's gonna
summer
get his-
until two summers from now by about like 8 or 9 million.
They're doing this deal next summer, TJ. It's going to be next summer that they're doing this deal. Same way.
That's still going to increase. What is it? It's projected 2, then 4, then or 2, 4, or 2, 3, and whatever it is. 2,
Okay.
3, 5.
If Darlene is getting $10 million this summer, then the following summer Dobson's getting 7.5.